August of 2005, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad became Iran's president. Now, here's an interesting story about that. Throughout 2004, 2005, and into 2006, I was working at a family law firm in San Francisco that represented very, very wealthy people. One of our clients was Lars Ulrich, the drummer for Metallica. I had been in a band playing drums with my then boss's sister. And so she was like, "You're a drummer, he's a drummer, you're going to be the day-to-day attorney on Lars's case." And I was for almost 3 years. And there was one day um, in August of 2005 where we had a meeting in the conference room in the complex of offices that was my boss's office. And it was Lars, my boss, and me, and our forensic accountant, and his then wife, Skylar, her forensic accountant, and her attorneys. And we were going to try to hash some things out. The meeting didn't go well. It went very, very poorly. Then Lars's girlfriend at the time, Connie Nielsen, who was in the movie Gladiator, joined us. And Lars asked if we could send somebody out for vodka, ice, and cigarettes. And so we did that. And so it was our team sitting in the conference room, which had glass doors and, massive panoramic windows that overlooked the Bay Bridge and Alcatraz in the San Francisco Bay. And we're drinking and smoking cigarettes, having a great time. And Lars was on the phone with somebody, and he handed the phone to me, and he was like, "Hey, a buddy of mine's on the phone. He just landed at SFO, San Francisco's airport. Can you talk him in until he gets into the parking garage of this building?" We were in the financial district of San Francisco. And I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So I'm on the phone with this guy, the whole time until he gets into the parking garage, like 30 minutes, giving him directions, go here, don't go there, turn here, da, 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 da. And the guy gets into the parking garage and he's like, "All right, I'll be up in 2 minutes." I'm like, "Yeah, we're up on the 32nd floor," or whatever it was. And like 2 minutes later, coming through the two main doors into our office, walked Sean Penn. And that's who I had just been on the phone with for the previous half hour, and I didn't recognize his voice. He had just gotten back from Iran, where he observed the Iranian presidential elections as a guest columnist for the San Francisco Chronicle. That was back when, like, the editor-in-chief of the Chronicle was this guy who was married to Sharon Stone, and he had almost gotten killed when he got bit by a Komodo dragon in the Galapagos Islands or some shit like that. There was a lot going on back then. But so then I got to hang out with Sean Penn for like 4 hours and talk to him about his trip to Iran and observing the presidential election and all that stuff. It was a really fun and interesting afternoon. And then I met all of them in the back room at Tosca in North Beach, an old speakeasy, later that night, where I hung out. I ended up going to the Hustler Club with Lars Ulrich, Sean Penn, Billy Duffy from The Cult, and Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains. It was a good time. That was a fun phase in Hawk's life. Anyway,